Alright, this is James Simmons with my dissection of a sheep's brain. We'll start on the outside. The arachnoid matter had already been removed. We do have a small covering of meninge. That's dura and pia matter. That is covering the cerebral cortex. The cerebellum is going to be your part of your brain for higher thinking. It's going to be your learning, your memory, your communication. If we take a close look at it here, we can see some grooves in it. The sulcus here, a groove in there, and then you can see a ridge, actually two ridges right here. You take a look, this ridge here, it's going to be your gyrus ridge in the cerebral cortex. You can see where we dissected right along the longitudinal fissure. Cerebellum down here. That's going to help with your muscle movement, help smooth the muscle movement. Then we'll take a look at some of the inside landmarks here. First one that stands out here is going to be your lateral ventricle right here. It's pretty easy to see. And you got your third ventricle with a little, and down to your fourth ventricle here. That's going to where cerebrospinal fluid is going to bathe the brain from. If you look into the cerebellum here, you can see that tree-like branching. Pretty easy to see. You see the white matter and also the gray matter surrounding it. Here we've got our diencephalon, which is going to be your thalamus up here, which is the main sensory relay, and then just below that your hypothalamus, which is going to help maintain homeostasis, body temperature, appetite, things like that. Pretty easy to see. You got a pretty hard tissue here, your optic chiasm. It's where your optic nerve is going to come in. It was already cut once it was removed from the sheep. Pituitary gland is also removed. If it was here, it would be right in that area there. Midbrain, it's kind of easier to see on the bottom side, but we've got our midbrain here. That's going to be your, in the two parts, the superior colliculi. That's a main reflex. That's a reflexor that's going to control eyes, head, and neck movement. Just down from that, it's going to be your inferior colliculi. It's a little smaller. That's going to be another reflex center that's going to assist in head and trunk movement. If we go back to the inside here, a couple things we missed. Get your pons right about here, just inferior to the hypothalamus. Pons, that's going to assist in your breathing. Then just a little farther down, so you've got your medulla here. And that's going to also assist in breathing, but also control some heart rate and blood pressure. Another pretty easily seen feature is your corpus callosum here, that connects the cerebellum. Let's see. So just down here you got the hippocampus. Then that's going to help. It's pretty small here. That's going to help convert memory conversion. Let's see. Also, last but not least, you've got the pineal body here. Pretty easy to see. It's a little easier before we cut it. It's a little easier on this side. But you can see the pineal body there. It's pretty big. And I think that will wrap up our dissection.